Hey, what's up everybody? We, as you can see, are not in the safety and comfort of our game room. We are on another gaming adventure. This time around, we're going out to see about getting a arcade cabinet from a storage unit. The deal's not done yet, but if I get it for what we were negotiating, this should be a really good item to add to the game room. So let's go ahead and meet up with this person and see what they have, and we'll check back with you again.
All right, and I'm actually with Chill Scissors on this hunt, but I did not at first approve.
So I think the divorce portion of this video has been spoiled.
No. You know, it is so funny to look back because when I met this dude, I knew he was like into games, but I had no idea that he was like into games. Now, 8 years later, and we have how many game rooms? How many would you consider?
3 and growing.
3 and growing. But I wouldn't change a thing. I love my Chill Scissors. Thank you for supporting his channel. It means so much to him and even me. Are we here?
I think so. She said that she would be in a Lexus. I'm not sure what color, but the gate looks open.
Go ahead and drive on through personally.
See if this person's here. All right, so we are here. She said be here right at 10 a.m. and she has plenty of other people that are willing and interested for this item, and then she just messaged me saying that she's going to be late, so hopefully she doesn't flake out of the deal. So we're just waiting. Hopefully she'll show up and not back out because we're getting it for such a good deal. So yeah, a little weird. We're just chilling in this random storage facility parking lot. Nothing to see here. We're not creeping or anything. We're actually here to do business, but you always get like a weird feeling whenever you're doing deals like this, especially like if you're following the person into like a storage unit. But hopefully she comes through. They made it.
You're gonna need my
All right, so we finally made that deal happen. I was terrified, you know, we were there for probably 15-20 minutes waiting on them. I was hoping that they wouldn't flake out, but luckily, lo and behold, they showed up, and it's in great condition. It looks really good. The owner said that, you know, if there's any issues, please let him know. But, you know, these type of deals are definitely something that is a risk versus reward. We got it for such a good deal, several $100s under what you would expect this cabinet to go for. But I can't wait to get home and find out, you know, if everything works good. Everything as far as the buttons and my visual inspection of it checked all my boxes, but you just never know with these one-up cabinets. So like I said, we'll get it home and kind of clean it up a little bit. It's been sitting in storage for a hot minute, and we'll give you guys a little bit of an overview and a review of it, and we'll see you guys back in the game room. All right, so we got this thing home. It definitely needs some cleaning up. TLC overall, not bad condition. Pretty winded, just got this thing carried up the stairs, so they're not too bad, but got a little bit of weight to them. A little bit of scuff love mark there. This stuff should just come off. This one does not have unfortunately, a lit up marquee, but it's got some really cool stuff. Well, let me get this thing cleaned up a little bit and we'll start the review process, kind of go over what this thing offers and if it was worth every bit of what I paid for. All right, so we kind of got it cleaned up a little bit. You got to get an overview of the cabinet here, but just showing you what we've been successfully able to do. So we took this panel apart, we cleaned up underneath it. You can kind of see a lot of clarity. I don't know if you noticed before, but these were missing in the previous video. So I used just a piece of plastic and my drill to actually cut these out. So these are self-fabricated. I could have easily enough ordered them probably online, but why not use what I have? And this works perfectly for what we needed to do. So we wind up taking this portion off. It's just held up by these 4 bolts. This portion opens up with a ribbon. Be careful with that. And you have to take off a C-clamp pin to remove the actual joysticks. So it wasn't as easy as, you know, just unscrewing this and then screwing it back in as I originally anticipated, but we got it done and it looks fantastic. I cleaned up all in here. It was kind of gunked up. Probably whoever installed this prior just didn't put that piece in there. But these, like I said, work perfectly. They look great and they cost me absolutely nothing. And then down here we got of course Final Fight 1944, the Loop Master, and Ghost and Goblins, which I was mostly excited about. And then at the very bottom here we got Strider, and then Capcom symbol, Capcom USA here. Let's go and kick this bad boy on and see what our opening intro looks like. Absolutely awesome, iconic opening intro there. But looking over it, it is a beautiful piece. This is the original Final Fight cabinet. I wish this was a backlit marquee, but it is not. But this is the original artwork from the original Final Fight cabinet. And then of course you have these really cool sections here with the instructions. Really nice touch there. It's got this protector case over the top. One speaker, it doesn't have dual speakers, but this is super loud. And you can kind of see here the games. One thing that I do wish it had is whenever I have it in the game room, that I really would have appreciated it, making the iconic noises from the arcade. So if you go to one, then it would play the music from the main menu, which it does not, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and click into one of these games. It is really cool that they actually have 2 controllers on this one. Me and my wife have already jumped in and enjoyed Final Fight, playing through a lot of the originals here. Get this party started. And there we go. You can enter into these games and let them play like this and have some soundtrack going, and it'll play like this, but it would be cool to have some regular ones on there as well. Let me turn this down. You have 3 different volume levels. You have nothing, half, and full. And full is absolutely loud. You have no issues hearing what's going on. Going over the rest of the cabinet here. It's kind of blank spacey here, but they do have this beautiful Capcom USA Final Fight embellishment here, as well as on the other side of the cabinet. And then nothing, of course, over the back except for the arcade 1-up information here. And then you just have the rest of your blank cabinet. Controls. Alright guys and gals, we are here with the cabinet itself, and I'm just going to give you a brief overview of pros, cons, my thoughts, and what I paid for it and what you might expect to pay for it out in the wilderness. Mine is an exclusion because I bought it from an individual, so you can wheel and deal and get better deals that way. But what we have is the Final Fight Capcom cabinet from 1-up, and man, this one I got for $100 retail. You get it for it released brand new for $299.99. And if a reseller environment, you're going to probably pay more than that, depending on the condition that you purchased it in. But overall, absolutely thrilled to have this in the collection. This is my very first 1-up cabinet, so it's my first experience with it. I am pretty pumped at what it's been able to offer so far, especially with the multiplayer, being able to play it with my wife. But this game comes with, or this cabinet comes with Final Fight, Ghosts and Goblins, and Ghosts and Goblins just alone is very nostalgic for me, just playing it with my 2 older brothers and having a blast and just getting completely wrecked. Not much has changed in that department of getting absolutely wrecked on Ghosts and Goblins, but it is the arcade version, so it does save your checkpoint and you can add a credit and continue on. It doesn't have, of course, the rewind feature of some emulators, etc., but this particular one, it definitely helps to have that checkpoint to be able to continue your game. 1944, a top-down shooter, a lot of fun, especially in the multiplayer aspect. And then one that was actually new to me, and I'm actually super surprised that this one was pretty new to me as well, but believe it, Strider. Absolutely blast playing these, but overall consistency, absolutely love it. It gives you more than enough audio. The speakers will just completely blow you away. The medium section, as you can hear displayed, pretty solid for just your run-of-the-mill experience. And then if you really want to crank it up, Yeah, it has a loud speaker. I would have liked and more preferred to enjoy the speakers on both sides. However, this one only has the output on this section here. Very loud. I definitely don't have any issues with the audio. It's just kind of weird whenever you're playing it and it's on one side versus the other. But the way that this is designed, then it kind of echoes back to you and reflects back to you due to the curvature design of the cabinet itself. Artwork is absolutely cool. The displayability factor is off the charts. These one-up cabinets, I definitely haven't had anything negative to say. I've just held off due to their price point and my accessibility to play these games in my collection. With that said, this definitely gives you a different element and a unique piece to have to your game room whenever you have friends over. This is definitely a piece that people are going to naturally gravitate to. But overall, absolutely thrilled to have this in the collection, and for such a great price. $100, no tax, no nothing, just handing it over one and done. It definitely did good. It's going to be very difficult to top that particular sale. Being said that everything works, everything is in really good condition. So I'm just thrilled that it all worked out. But that's my overview and consensus on the one-up cabinet, the Final Fight particular one. Again, thank you all if you made it this far in the video, and for liking, commenting, and subscribing. I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.